What if the biggest financial trap facing the middle class today doesn't look risky at all? What if it actually feels responsible? You go to school, you get a stable job, you pay your bills on time, and slowly you upgrade your lifestyle as your income grows. From the outside, everything looks correct, but somewhere between your late 20s and early 40s, many people notice something uncomfortable. They're earning more than ever, yet financial freedom still feels distant. Hi, I'm Liam, and if you enjoy calm, honest conversations about money and real financial life, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps more people find these discussions. Because today, we're not talking about reckless spending or obvious financial mistakes. We're talking about a system that feels safe, logical, even mature, and yet it quietly keeps millions of middle-class households financially stuck. Let's imagine Sarah and Daniel. They could live in Dallas, Amsterdam, Toronto, or London. The location changes, but the pattern stays almost identical across the United States and Europe. Both studied hard. Both entered stable careers. Daniel earns $78,000 a year. Sarah earns €52,000. After taxes, social contributions, healthcare, and retirement deductions, Daniel takes home about $4,500 per month. It feels like success. Not wealthy, but stable, predictable. Adult life has officially begun. Then, reality organizes itself around that number. Rent for a decent apartment, $1,700. Car payment and insurance, $600. Student loan payment, $350. Utilities and internet, $300. Groceries, $500. Before lifestyle even begins, over $3,400 is already committed. Nothing excessive, just normal life. Now comes the quiet pressure. Coworkers travel occasionally. Friends upgrade apartments. Colleagues lease newer cars after promotions. No one is showing extreme wealth, just comfortable living. So Daniel upgrades slowly. A better phone, financed monthly. Streaming subscriptions, weekend dining, gym membership, short vacations charged to a credit card and paid later. Another $800 disappears each month. By the end of the month, maybe $200 or $300 remains. Daniel isn't irresponsible. He pays bills on time. He saves a little, which is exactly why the cycle feels safe. The problem isn't spending. The problem is synchronization. Income rises and lifestyle rises immediately with it. Every promotion becomes a lifestyle adjustment instead of a structural financial improvement. The middle class isn't trapped by low income. It's trapped by automatic adaptation. Expenses quietly expand to meet earnings, leaving financial progress nearly unchanged year after year. Let's slow this down with simple numbers. Daniel saves $250 per month. That's $3,000 per year. Invested at an average long-term return of 7%, after 25 years, that grows to roughly $190,000. That sounds respectable. But consider another version of Daniel. Same job, same salary increases. The only difference is timing. Instead of upgrading lifestyle immediately after raises, he delays major upgrades for a few years and saves $900 monthly. After 25 years, that becomes roughly $680,000. Same intelligence, same career, nearly $500,000 difference created purely by behavioral timing. Modern financial systems are built around monthly affordability. Cars are sold as payments. Phones are sold as installments. Furniture comes with zero-interest financing. Nothing feels expensive anymore. A $40,000 car isn't perceived as $40,000. It feels like $620 per month. Credit systems reduce psychological friction, and when decisions feel small, they happen more often. The economy benefits from predictable consumers, but individuals lose long-term flexibility. Humans rarely evaluate money mathematically. We evaluate socially. Daniel doesn't compare himself to billionaires. He compares himself to coworkers earning similar salaries. If everyone upgrades after a raise, maintaining the same lifestyle feels like falling behind, even when finances are improving. There's also emotional compensation. After years of studying, stress, and career uncertainty, spending feels like proof that effort mattered. A nicer apartment feels like progress. A newer car feels like arrival. And delaying those rewards feels emotionally unfair. So people optimize for comfort today rather than flexibility tomorrow. And this is where many viewers realize something quietly important. The middle-class money cycle doesn't rely on bad decisions. It relies on reasonable decisions repeated automatically. No single purchase causes the problem. It's the pattern. Small upgrades, perfectly timed to consume every financial improvement. Fast forward 15 years, Daniel now earns $110,000. Objectively, successful. But expenses grew alongside income. Mortgage replaces rent. 2 vehicles instead of 1. Higher insurance, family costs, private schooling considerations. Savings improved slightly, but obligations multiplied faster. Now, change feels difficult. Income must remain high just to maintain stability. This is when many people realize they are financially dependent on their job, despite decades of responsible work. Not failing, just stuck maintaining momentum. Financially intelligent people rarely look dramatically different early on. They still enjoy life. They still upgrade eventually, but they delay synchronization. When income increases, lifestyle stays temporarily stable. That gap becomes investment capacity. They view raises as rare leverage moments, not permission to spend, but an opportunity to permanently reduce future pressure. Instead of asking, "What can I afford now?" they quietly ask, "What future stress can this income remove?" Over time, assets begin covering parts of life expenses, and slowly, dependence on salary decreases. Freedom grows quietly, not dramatically. The middle-class money cycle isn't built on irresponsibility. It's built on comfort. Stability feels like progress because nothing is going wrong. But financial progress often comes not from earning more, but from allowing income changes to reshape your future before reshaping your lifestyle. Awareness alone changes behavior, not guilt, not restriction, just clarity. Because once you recognize the difference between stability and advancement, your financial decisions naturally become calmer and more intentional. If this conversation helped you see money a little more clearly, consider subscribing to the channel for more thoughtful discussions like this.